Well, good morning. Welcome back to Living in the Tennessee Bottoms. We're in a whole new year. I think it's 2026 now. In January, I think the 18th, something like that. It's a cold, brisk day. You can see behind me here, the girls finally came out a while ago. When I came out here a while ago, they wasn't out here. But when we started out the new year, just say we took a little break. I did. Going to do a little walk around this morning. I've got to go feed the critters anyway. Notice I got the heavy jacket on here. Wind's out of the southwest this morning, but she's cold. It's about 30 degrees, and they're predicting next week, about Thursday, maybe have a little of that white stuff on the ground, a little snow. I'm gonna just do a quick walk around this morning, show you what we got going on, what we haven't got going on. This year, I decided not to take the garden completely apart like I do normally in the fall. You know, sometimes things just need to rest, and that's one thing I think we don't do enough of. You know, the good Lord gives us 7 days, and He expects us to rest in there somewhere. And some of us don't do it enough. So if you don't take care of yourself, ain't nobody else gonna take care of you, you know? So I'm gonna just pan you around, do this real quick, and you can see our garden. Corn still up there. I did run a bush hog across here where the pumpkins was at. Then one of them old pumpkin bugs staying up. Still got our fences up where the okra was at. And I don't know what else that we had running down. Squash, cucumbers. Our peas are still work right there. Got up the sweet potatoes there. But I'm getting ready to get back out here. It's middle of January. And you can see where our peppers were, our tomatoes over there that didn't do too good. Our sunflowers, you know, it all looks dead. You know, looks kind of depressing. But good Lord expects us to do that. He expects us just to kick back, you know, take some time off, slow down a little bit. You know, you can't see where God's trying to send you, you know, if you're always in such a big hurry. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and this year, I'm going to try to be more in my good Lord's plans, do a little more than what I've done in the past. I'm always busy trying to do something or other, but I'm going to try to slow down just a little bit more and focus a little more on what He wants me to do. So on that note, I'm going to turn you around again. You see old Glory over yonder? Let me see if I can pan you in there. There she is. There she is right there. Ain't she pretty? She's a sight to be seen. You know, we are so fortunate to live where we live at today. All right, pan you back in here. We're going to walk around for a second. I'm going to show you what I've been taking care of, cleaning out some junk. We've had 2 floods this year, a bunch of other stuff going on in the garden, trying to take care of all that. So I've been spending about 2 months here, and some people ain't going to think, well, he ain't done nothing. Man, I'm going to tell you, I've got piles of junk. Hauling off stuff. I might throw a clip in here. That chicken was going right there. That joker gets out every day. I've clipped her wings and everything else, but she still finds a way out. Well, here on the 4-wheeler, that stuff is going to the dump. Over here, I've got the good wood and stuff separated I'm going to keep for fencing. And then over here, you couldn't even see the back of the unit right here. I'm trying to get my finger up there. You couldn't see the back of that unit. It was stuff all stacked there. Down behind the unit, the water had pushed everything out to the ditch. You couldn't get over there. Now we're here. You see the pump house I got built. And this pile of stuff right here is stuff that's going to the scrap yard. Most of it's all metal. I got some good iron and stuff up in there. It's going to the dump, or scrap metal. Going to the scrap yard, and that's going to the dump. Got all this cleaned up. That's where the market stand used to sit. Had junk all down through here. I got it all picked up. Walk around over here. Still been doing some little work on the pump house there. I got to put siding on it next. I already carried off one 16-foot trailer load over here. Now this here is junk. It's fixing to be hauled off too. You walk you on around here. We'll just walk around the units here real quick. Now you can see down through there, you couldn't even walk through here. my ladder fell over and everything. Let's walk over here to the barn. See what we got going in the barn. I really didn't want to show all this stuff here, but you know, let me show you the inside of the barn first. Yeah, all right here, you couldn't see this end of the barn all the way down. Man, we had stuff everywhere. But you know, that happens in life. Junk gets built up, yeah? We have our kids' stuff, friends' stuff, we have all kinds of junk. Let me show you up in here. All right. Up there in the top of the barn. I don't know if you can see up there. But man, you couldn't even get up there. Right here, starting right here, all the way across, going all the way to the back side back there, you couldn't get up there. I've got it now where I'm starting to go through stuff, you know, bringing stuff down here to the cage. I don't know how good you can see upstairs. There's my tools behind me. I'm still going through that. But I'm fixing to feed the critters. I'm gonna jump off here. Just wanted to show you what we got going on. By the time I start in the garden, I'm gonna have all this straightened out, all the junk hauled off, fixing to get another tiller from my brother-in-law. I'm fixing to buy that off him. He offered to give it to me, but you know how we are. I just don't like nobody to give me nothing. I like to earn what I get and everything. But he was really nice about offering to give it to us. We trade out vegetables and stuff with him and everything. And yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna try to work out some type of deal with him. But I want to get all this done before we start the garden season, which is time in February. Start planting potatoes, onions. This year we're going to plant them up behind the house, and we'll give you a video of that. But talking about all the junk, you know, I don't feel really bad about all the junk because it just happens. It's like in life. Man, junk builds up. You know, we all got junk. We all got junk in our closet. But, you know, I guess what I want to reiterate on that, man, too many people want to get on Facebook and air that junk. In society, people be telling everybody they're junk, you know. The good Lord intended for us to keep some of that junk to ourselves. You know, it's like I keep seeing on Facebook all the time, all the little clips of videos of whatever, you know, everybody's trying to tell everybody how they should be living. You know, they got all those phrases. Well, everybody ain't meant to sit at your table, you know. Everybody, and it just goes on and on. Everybody's got their, how they're going to save the world, going to tell you how to do it. Well, on that I can say about that is, you know, your personal life, keep it to yourself, you know, between you, your wife, your personal family. It ain't meant to be put on Facebook. Air it in church. I see it in church a lot of times. People stand up, and I know they mean well. They want to give a testimony. But some things are just meant to be kept to yourself. If I can give anybody a word of wisdom today, that'd be just, you know, keep things between you and your family. Work things out between you and God first. You know, and if it's meant to be shared somewhere else, then it will be. If not, just keep it that way. But until the next time we meet, I got Spring sitting right down here. Let me see if I can give you a shot of Spring this morning. There she is. She wants some loving every morning. Don't you, girl? Let me get down here with her. There you are. Every morning she's got to have loving, you know. She's a good dog. I mean, she works all night long. Chasing coyotes, keeping them away from us and chickens and everybody else. Yeah, you a good girl, ain't you? But until the next time, I don't know where I was at. But I'm going to end on that one there. Me and Miss Levy, we're getting ready to go to Jackson. Go to a estate sale. Have time out for each other. It's Saturday, you know, and that's what everybody needs to do today, Saturday. Take time out for each other. Go somewhere and do something. Tomorrow morning, Sunday, get up, go serve the Lord, have a good time. Next week, we'll jump back on here, and we'll give you another video. Spring, hey, girl. We'll give you another video when we're getting ready to take the garden apart and start the garden. We're looking forward to a good year this year. I just got a feeling in my bones it's going to be a good year. Y'all have a good one.